The staff, or Bankaw, also some subcategories, spear, or Sibat, and Dula, is another great area of Filipino martial arts, of Kali. Today, let's go through a couple basic introductory drills. We're actually going to do one drill, but we're going to do various gripping methods. And I think by now you should have a pretty good idea how when you're training in Kali, you're actually training one system across all these different categories or areas of weaponry in Kali. So grab a staff. It doesn't matter what length right now. Just grab anything that is about plexus height to head height, and let's give it a go. When it comes to the pole arms, the pole weapons, the spear, the staff, the oar, which are the three traditional pole arms in Kali, in Filipino martial arts, I like beginning with the mindset of the spear, which is oftentimes we call the single end fighting method. And this is where we grip the staff or the spear on one side. Okay, where your hands are going to be, that is going to change depending on how you want to execute a particular tactic and technique. But for the most part, just like a stick, bottom hand, right, we're going to either have flush all the way down or have about a couple fingers to a fist length of puño showing. Okay, and then grip the staff where it is comfortable for you. We're going to go over our diagonal strikes because I want to keep this on the same theme, introductory beginner theme. So from here, we're going to strike down on our angle 1. Then we're going to strike down on our angle 2. We're going to flip it, come up on our angle 3, and then come up on our angle 4, and then we're back. I know these seem like really big movements for a spear, and that's because they are. They're really big movements. These are power strikes for clearing when you're facing like multiple opponents and you need to clear a whole bunch of people. Or you're fighting with your spear and it gets deflected and you need to come back and regain centerline control. That's why we begin with these movements first here at Kali Center, is because we want you to understand the momentum that is generated on this length of weapon. So from here, we have our 1, our 2, up our angle 3, upper angle 4. If you like, you can even put in a thrust there and then bring it back and start over again. Let's go ahead and just throw that in, so that way you have that thrusting from the spear, because the spear primary tactic is thrust, just like the knife. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can either do that again, or you can end with that centerline straight thrust. Very, very simple. Nothing complex about that. Just like with the single stick. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just do it with 2 hands. So if you're using a longer sword, a heavier sword that might come up to belly button, like your navel, or up to your plexus, maybe it's a 2-handed sword, right? You're going to be using in this type of method right here, okay? So the pole arms teaches the dos manos technique, or the 2 hands on technique and method as well. So you are learning that right away. So right away, once you get to the pole arms, your body and your skill has adaptation for any instrument, any object that you pick up. You can turn it into an effective weapon. So our next is our Bankaw. And our Bankaw grip is 1 hand up, usually the dominant hand, and 1 hand down, just like the Sibat, but instead of being on one end, now we're going to shorten it and grab it almost to the middle to middle. So now we have what's called a double end fighting method, and we're going to use both ends of the staff this time. And from here, we're going to strike our angle 1, come down with our angle 2. See how I use the other end this time. come up on the angle 3, and then up on the angle 4 right there. Now, there's two methods that you can do here. You can hold firmly, 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can slide the staff for more extension and get more snap on the end of the staff, which will transfer to more power on the point of impact. So again, from the side, you have your corto. We call this the corto striking, where you're real tight, in close with your opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're gonna hold it firmly. And then we have more of the medial to largo striking. 1, 2, 3, 4, where you're gonna slide the staff to get extra extension. Practice both of these. Corto, 2, 3, 4, and medial to largo, 2, 3, and 4. And our last grip is the Dula grip, or the oar, and that's the reverse grip. We have two palms in the down position. Let's take a look at this one because we've got two methods that we can use on our Dula. Okay, so just like on the Bankaw, but now we're in the reverse grip, we have the corto striking, 1, 2, 3, 4, where we keep that firm grip. There's no sliding on the staff. And then we also have our medial to largo striking, second method, where we slide. Just like on the Bankaw right there. So, corto, 1, 2, angle 3, angle 4, and then angle 1, angle 2, up to 3, and up on the angle 4. And you can thrust on all these as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and 4. So while you are practicing with your staff, here is, right now in the beginning, at the introductory phase, here's what I want you to focus on. Get each individual grip and basic angles 1 through 4 striking down. Then, step 2 is I want you to focus on that flow control and then be able to switch between the grips. I don't care if you want to slide, if you want to stay tight on the corto, and you can break out of the patterns as well, and you can just stay on a couple of angles. That's fine. And experiment and be playful, but it's all about smooth transitions right now. Same common theme that we've been working with through this entire introductory to Kali series. And you can see how we can become playful with it as you're beginning to experiment and play around with these different angles. All right, my friend, that is your introductory to the Kali pole arms, or the Bankaw, the Sibat, the Dula, or the staff, the spear, and the oar fighting weapons and methods. If you want to pick up a traditional rattan staff, just like the one that I'm using in today's video, head over to trigonalgear.com. Got the link in the description below. And if you want to go further, deep dive into your staff study or any of the other areas of Kali, head over to kalicenter.com and check out our different training options over there. Our training programs, you can grab my Kali Foundation home study course, which is all solo training. And that is a one-time pay for lifetime access. And I'm adding new videos to that library. And it's broken down per area of Kali. And or you can look at becoming a member to our online school. We have an on-demand video library there that also includes partner training drills. You can join in on our monthly live stream classes and interact with your Kali Center coach. And at the top tier level, you can also request to have a monthly one-on-one video private training session. It's a live stream training session. We can tailor your customized curriculum and training program to suit your specific needs that you want in your college skill development. Got those links right down in the description below. If you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a cool comment, and most important thing, get out there, go train, and then I'll catch you back here in our next video.